Nor must we countenance that political convenience determines responses to terrorism, extremism, and violence. From the era of non-alignment, we have now evolved to that of Vishwa Mitra, a friend to the world. Namaste from Bharat.
Beginning his speech with Namaste from Bharat, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar, during his speech at the United Nations General Assembly, made a sharp attack on Canada, whose continuous inaction has led to widespread anti-Bharat activities in the nation.
Nor must we countenance that political convenience determines responses to terrorism, extremism, and violence. Similarly, respect for territorial integrity and non-interference in internal affairs cannot be exercises in cherry-picking.
Saying that political convenience should not determine a nation's response to terrorism, Jaishankar slammed the Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. His remarks are also being termed as a stern response to growing terrorism in Pakistan and China. Respect for territorial integrity and non-interference in internal affairs cannot be exercises in cherry-picking, said EAM Jaishankar in reference to Trudeau's statement, where he said that killing of terrorist Hardeep Singh Nijjar on Canadian soil was an unacceptable violation of Canada's sovereignty.
But for all the talk, it is still a few nations who shape the agenda and seek to define the norms. This cannot go on indefinitely.
Criticizing the ongoing practice of agenda being shaped and norms being set by a few nations, Jaishankar at UNGA underscored that this practice cannot go on indefinitely, nor should it continue unchallenged. He said this is why there is an urgent need for a fair, equitable, and democratic order, which ensures that certain rule makers do not subjugate the rule takers. After all, rules will work only when they apply equally to all, stated Jaishankar. Taking a swipe at the developed nations who limit resources to themselves, Jaishankar said that there should never again be injustice like vaccine apartheid. He added that climate change must not witness evasion of historical responsibilities, nor should power of markets be used to steer food and energy for the needy.
From the era of non-alignment, we have now evolved to that of Vishwa Mitra, a friend to the world.
Describing Bharat as Vishwamitra, friend of the world, Jaishankar underlined that his nation's interest will never contradict with the global good. When Bharat aspires to lead the world, Jaishankar said, it is not for self-aggrandizement or for promoting itself as powerful, but to take on larger responsibility and make more contributions to the world. At the world stage, with the UNGA president and millions of others listening, Jaishankar called for much-needed expansion of the United Nations Security Council.
It was also noteworthy that at India's initiative, the African Union was admitted as a permanent member of the G20.
He stated that the way in which Bharat's G20 presidency made sure African Union's entry in the member list, similarly, UNSC, which is a much older organization, must expand representation for its effectiveness and credibility.
Nor must we countenance that political convenience determines responses to terrorism, extremism, and violence. From the era of non-alignment, we have now evolved to that of Vishwa Mitra, a friend to the world.